Hi, I am Audrey from Woodland Cottage Yarns. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about yarn stash. I'm going to show you where I keep my yarn and the stash that I've accumulated throughout the years. I also have a tiny little shop update to share with you all, and there will also be some updates to my works in progress. So I'm excited to share with you, and we'll talk in a minute. So this cabinet is kind of like my own personal yarn store. This is where I store all of my yarns, along with some of my projects that I don't want my little doggy to eat, as he loves to eat everything. So down here is where I keep all of my fingering weight yarn, superwash merino mostly. I have a lot of Malabrigos yarn, which I'm sure we all have. Very beautiful and very colorful. I have some Books and Cat knits yarn. One of my favorite yarn dyers here in Washington. I also have quite a few local yarn stores that I love going to. This one is from Rainy Day Yarns from Sun Soaked Sister. I love green, so green is definitely one of my favorite colors, as you can see by what I'm wearing. So a lot of greens here in my stash. A lot of purples. I also have some pinks. This I got from Etsy from Cashmere and Coconut. It's a very soft, beautiful, deep maroons, pinks with speckles of black and white. So as you can see, it's kind of a myriad of different colors. I didn't really buy these yarns with any specific projects in mind, except that it's beautiful. So sorry, I will go back to knitting shawls again for sure, but right now I'm working on sweaters, and I've kind of got into crochet, so I'm working on some blankets as well. And then as my journey into sweaters has progressed, I also kind of started experimenting with a lot of your scratchier non-superwash yarns, and two of my favorite yarns, definitely for collarwork sweaters, would be Rama Garn. Very, very gorgeous yarns. Very good in structure, and like I said, excellent for collarwork sweaters. I also have a lot of Let Lopi yarns here. Here are some examples. Definitely recommend working with Let Lopi for collarwork as well. Great for outerwear sweaters. I personally am able to wear them against skin. It doesn't really impact me, but I know a lot of people have sensitivity and it makes them itch, but I absolutely love working with Let Lopi. These I actually do have plans for. Anytime I want to knit a sweater, I kind of am accumulating a lot of my Rama Garn and Let Lopi. So when I want to work a sweater with those, I will have some collars already in my stash. So that way I don't have to buy as much to get enough yarn for this sweater. Unlike my fingering weight yarns, which like I said, I don't really have any specific plans for those, but I love knitting shawls, so as long as I always buy 2 skeins of each, so that's kind of what's going on there. And then alpaca is definitely one of my most favorite type of yarns. I don't know if you guys can see how squishy and soft and hairy this is, but the luxuriousness of alpaca yarn, it just cannot be beat. So these are definitely going to be a collarwork sweater. I don't have a specific sweater in mind yet, but I definitely have enough yarn. All right, and then that is pretty much my yarn stash. I kind of accumulate yarn, then I use it up And then I have to go buy more to accumulate more of a stash, and then I use it up, so it's kind of up and down. But yeah, this is kind of where I keep my yarn. All right, guys. See you on the next section. In this section of the video, I am excited to introduce to you a new 5-skein yarn set that will be coming into my shop the end of April. Hopefully you guys love the colors as much as I do. So when I was dyeing up this yarn, I wasn't sure if anyone would really understand how these colors went together. I mean, it's a beautiful sour apple green along with a variegated green, fire engine red, peacock blue, and a variegated golden poppy with a peacock blue and speckles of the fire engine red. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a parrot with the red, blue, and golden belly. Absolutely beautiful birds. So I decided to go ahead and crochet it up into kind of a sample crochet blanket. And the pattern that I'm using is called Blue Jean by Hooked on Sunshine. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. Absolutely gorgeous pattern, very easy to follow crochet patterns. So if you're a beginner crocheter like me, it is fairly easy. So it's obviously granny squares that you kind of knit up, and then you'll sew them together at the end. But I absolutely love how these colors go together. So I called this, as you guys seen in the video, it's called Bird of Paradise. And these colors go absolutely gorgeous. They're very vibrant, very bright. I will be dyeing up 2 sets to sell, like I said, towards the end of April. And as you can see by how much yarn I have left, I lost the game of Yarn Chicken. So I'll probably have to get my own set to finish this off. But I'm absolutely in love with every one of these colors and how they go together. So hopefully you guys enjoy these colors as much as I do. All right, so for my works in progress, I haven't made a lot of progress because I've been putting a lot of time in the sample for the yarn set that I'll be selling at the end of April. But I have made some progress. So for my Choose Your Fellowship sweater that I'm working on for my son, I am at the point now where I am working on the ribbing of the sleeve, so I have almost a whole sleeve done. Yay! But this sleeve is taking pretty long. It's like really, really thin yarn, but it's turning out really beautiful. And once I block it, it's going to soften it up. It's Jamieson and Smith from Shetland, and I'm excited to almost be done. So just one more sleeve left after I'm done with the ribbing on this. Now for my Flora de Flora blanket, as I was showing you guys the last video, I was almost to the point where it was going to be put into a square. But I lost yet another game of Yarn Chicken. So I ordered new yarn and I'm waiting for it to come in so I can finish this, which is a running theme for all of my crochet projects. Apparently crochet takes a lot more yarn than knitting. Again, I'm still fairly new in crochet, so I'm still kind of learning how to gauge how much yarn I'm going to need. And I probably should have paid more attention to the patterns. But that's pretty much it for my whips. Not a whole lot of updates here. So hopefully within the next month or so, I'll have some finished objects for you guys. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please go check out my yarn shop at www.woodlandcottageyarns.com. I will have it linked down in the comments below. And please let me know if there's any questions you guys have or any recommendations. I appreciate your time. See you next time.